And I pass the floor to our Madam President or Server of the Day, Madam President Server Patricia Yap.
Thank you to our server SAA as well. May I take your order? What is your order of the day? Before I take your order, I thought I want to make some shocking announcement that we have many members who have achieved a lot of great stars, I would say milestones for the past weeks and so. And I'm really excited. And I'm not going to exactly let you know what those achievements are, but they are super inspiring achievements. And because of this, we are on this drive-through to celebrate, of course, with our favorite fast food. You can see this. This is actually the chili paste from Malaysia, but it's from McDonald's. Okay, if you can see. But anyways, it's red and yellow. So red and yellow is the color of McDonald's. And certainly it's also the power of drive-through. And what drive-through really inspires me all the time, not just quick, fast, and you can order whatever you want. But I always feel is actually the power of ourselves to make all this happen. I'm not sure you can see the connection. Drive-through happens because they want to serve their customer better in a more convenient, efficient manner. And I believe we as Toastmasters in an advanced club is also our responsibility and our privilege, certainly, to do different sort of meetings. And that's why today is so interesting. We're having a theme with the power of drive-through. And of course, to lead us on this voyage or this amazing drive-through experience, we are very honored to have one of the very most globally demand Toastmasters who serves the world, takes their order anytime, in fact 24/7 sometimes. And she certainly stands out as a great personality to offer her service. And may I take your order is actually one of her favorite phrases for the past few weeks or so. I've seen her serving her Division A in District 49 wholeheartedly. And she also helps around with everybody who likes to give her certain orders, including very peculiar order at the same time. So with this, let's welcome our 100% success rate being accepted in 10 universities in Australia. And she's finished her 11 PAB and all. And at the same time also received a 4th DTM. Let's put our hands and welcome distinguished Toastmaster Alicia Curtis. Woo!
Thank you very much, Pat. And I'm going to have the annoying American accent at the moment so that we can do the drive-through. How may I take your order today is pretty much the theme. Welcome to the power of the drive-through. In fact, I was so bored yesterday at TLI. Within a minute, because I had to sit there for 6 hours, and this was in another district in somewhere where I'm not going to name and shame, but you'll know if you're on Facebook. And they had TLI for 6 hours. I couldn't handle after a minute. So what did I do? I had the drive-through up as my virtual background, and everyone got involved. So if I ask a question really quickly, I know we want to be on time, but I just do want to talk about the drive-through. I will say, how may I take your order? So I will ask a really quick question of someone who is not participating too much today, and that is, of course, Alif, our lovely Sergeant at Arms. Welcome to the drive-through, Alif. How may I take your order today, please? You need to unmute yourself.
Can I have the what? I don't remember what's my favorite burger.
Would you like the filet of fish?
Yes, thank you, yes.
Okay, thank you. You can have the filet of fish. Patricia Yap, how may I take your order?
Well, of course, it's a prosperity burger. That makes me rich.
Okay, I have no idea what the prosperity burger is, but let's upsize it to the supersize American size, ridiculous large American size burger and make it one of those ridiculous sizes and have that one with the double cheeseburger. Thank you so much. As you can see, I had a lot of fun yesterday at the TL Live. In fact, I had about 50 people messaging me throughout the whole session, to the point that the district director had to turn her screen off, and she ended up ordering Burger King because she saw my virtual backgrounds, and so did the club growth director. I didn't get in trouble for it. I'm very surprised. Anyway, your order is going to be awesome today. We have table topics. So we're flipping the pie today. We're putting the I before the P because it's intellectual property. No, it is innovative speaking. No, it is impromptu speaking first. We also have prepared speech from Vicky, who will arrive in probably about 22 minutes to be exact, and Frank, and then of course the evaluation portion. We do need to get a bit of grounding around the drive-through, and in the drive-through we do have timing consequences, because if you don't actually order, especially here in Australia, if you don't get that order done in 90 seconds, guess what? Your food is free if you don't have it done within 90 seconds. That is a true story. All right, Patsy, take it away and tell us about the timing consequences and rules in this drive-through experience today. You're on mute.
Because we provide a speedy, fast servers in McDonald's. So today, whenever you speak, right after, I will do your timing report right in the chat box, so you can see that right away. That is how I take your order. Back to Toastmaster of the day.
All right, so the timing for everyone today, the table topics are 1 to 2 minutes, the speech is 5 to 7 minutes, and the evaluation is 2 to 3 minutes. And you'll see Patsy with the green, the yellow, and the red. So we get to see the red light. Let's see the red light, because if we don't get through the drive-through, we're going to get 90 seconds off and we're going to get free food. Or let's have it for the ladies. We might get ourselves a free, delicious-looking guy. There we go. I will shut up now. And I will behave myself today because I'm having a lot of fun with the drive-through. All right, our grammarian is Helena. Helena, how are you going? Oh, may I take your order, Helena?
Oh, thank you, our distinguished Toastmaster Alicia, for your fast introduction. Okay, word of the day for today is fast. For what does fast mean? Is moving or capable of moving at high speed. And some of these, the word that can be used in the sentence is the ship at a clock. At a clock, the ship was held fast by anchor chain. So please use word of the day today. Over to you, Alicia.
Fantastic, Helena. And what would you like to order in the drive-through? At the Toastmasters drive-through. McDonald's Toastmasters drive-through. You tell me yourself and tell us what you want.
What about Big Mac?
Oh, fantastic.
Big Mac, my favorite.
Okay, I always need to have a picture for the Big Mac. We need a picture for the Big Mac. There you go. With proper beef, not the flat stuff that they seem to put on in America. No, we are going to have the proper version. All right. Thank you so much. And thank you, Patsy, for the timing lights. We are going to go into impromptu speaking today. And the person who is leading us through the drive-through of fast speaking is the none other than our wonderful member, Daphne. Daphne, may I take your order and make sure it's fast?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Alicia Curtis. Yes, for today, because we are going for this drive-through and it's so American, that's why I am going to have some table topic that is specially catered for American, because American are very particular, very little things, whatever happens, if there is a nail, there is a cockroach, there's just one hair is found in the fast food, because they want it fast, but sometimes things happen, they find those unwanted material in their food, what will happen? They will sue. And for today, let's play. We have, of course, let's play a courtroom situation. I want to invite all of you to volunteer yourself to the 5 roles. One of the roles, which is the judge, is already being assigned to the TTE. That means the table topic evaluator will be the judge. The rest, please offer yourself, whether you want to be the plaintiff, the defender, prosecutor, or defending lawyer. Today, we are in a courtroom. Let's see who is volunteer him or herself to be the plaintiff. If not, I'm going to volunteer you. The advantage of the plaintiff is that you can just file anything, complain in the court, file your case against the defender, and the rest you pray accordingly to what the plaintiff file and the defendant defend. Okay, maybe I shall have, since nobody is volunteering themselves, I shall invite Shan Chang to be the plaintiff? Shan, are you aware?
Me?
Yeah. Or maybe,
Yes, it's me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you be the plaintiff?
But
Okay, maybe you have no idea what it will be all about. I pick someone that who may be more familiar and filing a case. And so for all of the rest, the followings to play on. So the first person I want to invite is Alicia Curtis. You are a plaintiff in the courtroom scenario, and you are filing a case against the defender. It can be anything that you want to file. Maybe if something that you found in the fast food and you are unhappy.
All right. So I'd like to file being food poisoned.
Go ahead. You have 1 to 2 minutes to complete it.
Thank you very much, Daphne. I would like to file this in the California state thing because, hey, why not? Why not actually do it in state of California? Because the most litigious place on the planet. And I got food poison by simply eating a carrot. Yes, I ate a carrot, and that's how I got food poison. And I have decided, because I got food poison, not in store, through the drive-thru actually, because it was a very fast experience, I decided that I needed to actually put this through. And the reason I put it through was because I wanted to let everyone know about civil liberties like every other American on the planet. And so I decided to sue them for about $1 billion US. If we're not going to go for the sky, we're going to go for the stars and the moon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have decided to sue McDonald's or whoever else it may be, McToastmasters or whatever you want to call it, for $1 billion US for a carrot that gave me food poisoning this year. May you drive through and may I get better with the next carrot. Thank you, Daphne.
Thank you to our plaintiff. Now we have the case. The plaintiff, Alicia, has already filed her case. She wants to claim $1 billion US on you. And who will be the defender? Let me pick. Yanika, defend yourself, please.
Thank you, Daphne. So what do I have to do? I'm just confused.
Basically, you have to say, you defend yourself because now Alicia is claiming $1 billion on you because you caused her that piece of carrot she got from you and she got food poisoning. Now you need to tell her that it is not your fault. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll be part $1 billion.
Okay. Thank you, Daphne. I would like to defend myself and say it was not my fault that Alicia got food poisoned by having that carrot. I understand how Alicia feels. It's also sometimes that's what happens. She might have gotten a poisoned carrot that was in the plate. I feel that it is not my responsibility that it is that caused her food poisoning. Back to you.
Okay, thank you. And you are below time. You still have time to defend yourself. Otherwise, the prosecutor is going to shoot you and then claim $1 billion from you for Alicia. Do you have any other thing that you want to share? Otherwise, okay, Yanika, no more. That's the end. All right. Then I wanted to invite a prosecutor. Now, I would like to invite the prosecutor. Who will be the prosecutor? If you want to participate, please turn on your camera so that we can identify you and invite you to be the prosecutor. Now, may I have Alif as the prosecutor? Prosecutor, that means you are claiming, you are helping either the government because Alicia is filing a civil case, then you are helping Alicia to get the $1 billion.
Thank you, Your Honor. As far as is practicable, my honorable plaintiff today had decided to take action for food poisoning, for negligence, for the defendant or the other side of the bench, which is our Toastmasters, for negligence in the part of food poisoning. Their negligence has caused my client irreparable harm. They caused my client to suffer a lot of damages and a lot of suffering. I was there, Your Honor, when my client was suffering for food poisoning, and it was horrible. And the reason why this honorable plaintiff, my honorable client, would like to ask for damages of not amounting to $1 billion is because McDonald's is a reputable company that have strict standards, and they should have adhered to those standards, and they have breached their duty of care as part of McDonald's in negligence as part of as a reputable company. And this breach of duty in the professional care of the McDonald's has caused my client, plaintiff Alicia Curtis, irreparable harm. Look at her. She's so distraught. And I can also claim, Your Honor, that my client deserves more damages because she has not only 1 billion, because she has go to emotional distraught, as well as this case today need to be a lesson to Toastmasters, so that this thing would happen in the future. With that, I rest my case.
Wow, this prosecutor is demanding more than 1 billion. She considered what Alicia filing is too low. Okay, that's interesting. And do you notice our prosecutor is also the witness because he has observed what actually happened to Alicia. Then that is why I skip off the witness. Therefore, next I would like to call for the defending lawyer. And who will be defending? May I have Diana Jones? Are you the TTE?
I'm the TTM evaluator.
Oh, you are the TTM evaluator. Table topics. Okay, sorry. Then may I invite who else can? Helena. Yes, Helena. You are going to defend your client, Yanika, because the plaintiff has filed her case and her prosecutor has added spices, want to claim even more than the $1 billion US dollar. Now, Helena, you're going to defend Yanika, otherwise she will have to pay $1 billion US dollar plus. Thank you. Helena, please file your case.
Thank you, Toastmaster Daphne. So today's topic is about claiming $1 billion for what? Emotional distraught, for food poisoning. But again, if we go, we have only what? One plaintiff here. We have our distinguished Toastmaster Alicia Curtis. I'm sure that she has to go a lot of things. She has to go a lot of emotional distress during that time. But to claim $1 billion, perhaps we might have to be more realistic here. $1 billion, we could build up what? Facebook? Maybe more than that. Because it takes a lot of money, and it doesn't, her pain and her emotional distraught does not justify that $1 billion. We have to be realistic here. Okay, for your hospital bills, how does it cost? Could not be more than $100,000, probably. For your emotional distress, it could take days. How many days? And we can count it perhaps at what is your value for per day. So that does not justify your claim of $1 billion. And then if we were to actually add up all the causes that will be filed by our distinguished Toastmaster, I would say that it would not count for that much. I would say that to the prosecutor. Wait, am I the prosecutor or the other one? I would say to to our Toastmaster Alif, maybe you can list out all the numbers first, and then we could go through that numbers before we can finalize on $1 billion, because it's not really does not justify that such a big amount of money. But I really understand if distinguished Toastmaster Alicia Curtis, I will just file up for the max because of the reputation from Make Toastmaster. But yeah, because this is only happening to one person. So we have to go back to the numbers. So my defense is go back to the numbers and make it more less than that. Over to you, Daphne.
Wow, this defending lawyer is not defending the defender, but asking just to lower. That means she accepts that it is the defender is guilty. That's why she asked for reduction in the amount. She didn't help the defender say, no, not guilty. Why? All right, immediately agree to being guilty. We have Lim Ani, Toastmaster Lim Ani around since the beginning of this court case. If you are around, please turn on your camera and share with us. Otherwise, I'll be inviting the other Toastmaster to share as the jury. Toastmaster Lim Ani?
I can't turn on my camera, but
Okay.
I think I won't take part today.
Okay. You, what about Paul Engler?
Okay. If I as the jury, it means I defend
Guilty,
or
not guilty? Why?
guilty or not guilty? Why? I
Yeah.
do. As the judge lah. Okay, I try lah.
Go
Okay.
ahead. 1 to 2 minutes.
1 to 2 minutes. Okay. From my point, actually, one thing is, if a duty is, if the alien can really confirm, let's say the Unica, he only eat the maternal, only eat the food of maternal. If let's say actually he eat the food from other party or other food in, then we cannot say the responsibility the responsibility is from the maternal, because maybe it's other food cause the poison also. Another thing is, you say 1 million more. 1 million, you know, you go to a hospital, how many times only can cost 1 million. So if you say 1 million as a pay, I think it's very, very much lah. It should be the cost is how much you want to go to spend for the hospital like. It should be cannot more than that lah. If 1 million, actually I think you can do many things already. So the cost, the pay, I know I don't think is suitable. And then another thing is the responsible. Responsible, I think we just cannot say like this. We need to do more assessment. Only we can put it the decision on the QT is this for on the maternal or not. So I think I just on here lah. Okay, thanks.
So guilty or not guilty? Your verdict.
It
Is the
depends.
defender-
Need more assessment because currently we only know the Yamika have go to eat at the maternal only, but
Right.
you know
I will adjourn.
whether have a take another food.
Yeah, we'll adjourn the meeting, the court case to another round. But now,
Yeah.
I need the judge, who is the table topic evaluator, to share her assessment and wrap up the case. Now we have the plaintiff filing 1 billion, 9 zeros, not 1 million, not M, but B, 9 zeros, US dollar. And the defender said it's not her fault. And then our plaintiff prosecutor added on 1 small, and our the defending lawyer says, yes, but the amount is a bit too big, too huge, need to reduce. She didn't defend, say it's not guilty, the defender is not guilty. Nonetheless, our jury request for adjourn. Then now, shall I have our judge, table topic evaluator, or back to Alicia Curtis, those parts of the day first? Yes.
Thank you very much, Daphne, and thank you for those wonderful table topics. All right, we are now going to welcome the table topics evaluator because our speaker has not arrived yet. Our table topics evaluator today, I think, is it Helena? Is that right? Helena or Diana?
Diana is evaluating active listening project for Daphne. Daphne, you are doing this as an active listening project. So Diana would evaluate how well you conduct your role. Go ahead, Diana. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, we'll get Diana to go first. Okay, thanks, Diana.
Thank you. First of all, I have a different setting in the office. So my camera will be on my first device and my audio will be in my second device. Sorry, my camera will be on my second device, my audio in my first device. Sorry about that. So let's move on. Kudos Master Daphne for a very creative setup on your table topic session. Because you set up your session as a courthouse, I'm gonna do the soundtrack from my favorite Law and Order drama, Law and Order Special Victims Unit. So for my next comment, dun dun dun, you are diligently listening to all the speakers in your courthouse, like any other court officer should do, documenting every word spoken. So other than that, you reciprocate clearly to what you think of their arguments in the courthouse. And I love when you share either their excitement or their shortcomings on their opinions, and you quickly reverted of what to do next. Although it is a bit confusing at first, and you keeping up at the very end where you know people are being confused at the setup, and you are smoothening your session by a quick brief for the next speaker to do, what the next speaker should do. So quick judgment on that, so your table topic session become more smooth. What I would challenge you to do, while this is a very creative setup, perhaps you can prepare the case beforehand and you can spend more time to respond on their arguments rather than have more time to explain what they need to do. Because as an active listener, you should be responding to what they are talking about, what they are opinion about. So that's, to me, is what you need to work on for your next session, your next creative session. I'm sure you have lots of creative table topics in your head right now. So this is one of the things that I really like. So kudos on your creativity and on your quick summary of all the speakers. You remind us again what this session is all about, all the stories in one go, in one summary. So congratulations, Toastmaster Daphne, for a very different table topic session ahead today, and keep up the good work, and perhaps a more smooth table topic session in the future. With that, I'm going to pass back to the Toastmaster of the day, Alicia.
Thank you very much, Deanna. I'm just going to ask Patsy quickly for the timings. If you can just let us know what the timings are, Patsy, for the table topics, because that will dictate whether we are over or under time. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. As a matter of fact, I took the orders very fast. Some of the hamburgers, some are the French fries, but no matter what, I put everything on the side. Please check your timing record at the chat box. Back to our Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much. So I'm just going to quickly go and have a look and see. Let's just assume that all the timings are correct and we will go with it. So please vote for your best table topic speaker. I was the first speaker. Yannicka Chandrashwala was the second speaker. Alif was the third speaker. Helena was the fourth speaker. And Pua Eng Lee was the fifth speaker. So please vote for your best table topic speaker. Shui Sin is not here today with us. So Patricia Yap has now decided to be our fast food order specialist in the evaluations. Please welcome Sister Pat. And I must say, what is your order today? Fastly.
My order is a milkshake, and I want a vanilla milkshake. Thank you. So it's my honor to sit in for Suisin, who is not here. I'm going to evaluate all the 5 speakers on how you have attempted the question. First of all, this is a very innovative one. I thought all of you have aced it. Why? Because you have showed up, whether you really are comfortable with the format or not. You have chosen to show up to at least share some of your thoughts on the role that you were assigned with Daphne. So I want to congratulate all our 5 amazing speakers. I call them the Mighty 5: Alicia, Yannicka, Alif, Paulina, and Eng Lee, who is actually our latest one of our latest members. So Alicia, of course, she's very seasoned. She's so adventurous at the same time. She really brought up a very dramatic case, right? So nobody would have thought, oh my God, in a wildest dream, how I'm going to defend if you have a customer like Alicia. Very difficult. But somehow or rather, we really enjoy the show because in Toastmasters, we are here to test and break ceilings. So thank you, Alicia, for really playing your role really well as a client. As a matter of fact, she really showed up as a perfect client, I would say. So our other role players, you have to really crack your head to come up with the different juices to manage this situation. So moving on, Yannicka, you were really put on the spot. I know it's been so difficult for you. Oh my God. How are you going to defend yourself and tell everybody, no, it's not my fault. And this is none of my responsibility. Why should I pay for the damage? And I thought, Yannicka, you showed up regardless of the fact that you were quite, you were being put on the spot. So I want to encourage you in the future, when you have such challenging moment, stay calm. Stay calm, state your position. And this is a challenge to your mindset as well, to tell yourself, hey, you are here to learn and do whatever it takes to defend yourself. Don't worry about it because Alicia is our close sister. You probably feel not so comfortable to state your mind, but I want to challenge you. We are all here helping one another to grow. And I'm sure Alicia is fine with challenging comments as well. Great. So Yannicka, at least do that again in until you hit the 1 minute. All right. Otherwise, you're perfectly fine. Okay. Now moving on, Alif, I know you kind of enjoy your role, okay, because you are a law student and you graduated already, right? As a law student. Yeah. So Alif is very comfortable. And of course, he needs more challenging cases like this to make it really, really bang, 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 bang. He's going to defend his client wholeheartedly. But thank you, Alif, for sharing with us some of the conversations that the lawyer always have when they are defending your clients. You have perfect choice of words. From my listening skills right there, you use the correct form of how you respond, to our Toastmaster Daphne, how you have responded. I thought you really aced it as a great lawyer. So I send you blessings as you continue to be more, really embrace your role as a lawyer to fight for people, to defend your clients whenever possible. Okay, number 4, of course, is our VPM Helena. Helena, thank you for showing up, defending your client who is Yannicka. I know it's tough. And perhaps in the future, it's so important, I think, for you to show up and also to embrace the challenge. When you're defending the Yannicka, just defend and tell everybody she's not guilty. I know it's so hard, but based on your professionalism, your evidence, your proof of evidence, you are there because you're defending Yannicka. I know this is going to go against your nature as well because, Helena, you're such a nice person. But I'm okay to see you're ready to catch the ball for the challenge. Are you okay? If you're okay, give me a thumbs up. Yes, this is a breakthrough for the mindset, like what I'm doing right now. Even though I have no law background, I'm willing to take on the challenge to really, really shout out and evaluate all of you. Last but not least, Eng Liu. Eng Liu, you're very smart. You are jury. You knew it's never great to say, hey, you're guilty, you're not guilty, you're acquitted. You're very smart. You say you need further assessment. Well done, okay? I thought it was really also your challenge to suddenly, wow, you have to be like a jury. Jury, normally they are professionals, they're very smart, and you just acted out your smartness, your professionalism. So I encourage in the future, do more table topics and have fun at the same time. And with this, my light is green and I'm very happy to evaluate all the 5 speakers I'm learning as well. So if you do have any feedback to me as a table topics evaluator, evaluating all our Mighty 5, please text me and I'll gladly take your order. With this, back to you, our Toastmaster Day, Alicia. May I take your order?
You may, and I would like a double cheeseburger, large size, actually American size, super size, ridiculous large size, with a Coke and no ice, because I hate ice and I want to have it fully leaded because I rather the sugar and none of the dietary crap. Thank you very much, and I will drive through right now. And drive through I will. Welcome to Vicky, who is our speaker today. Can you hear us and can you see me? I'll put the Australian accent on now. Been practicing my drive-through. All right, so Vicky is our speaker today, and we're very happy to have Vicky back. She's only just recently rejoined us, just due to work commitments. She's been very busy. Vicky is delivering from level 2, strategic relationships. Now, this particular speech that she's delivering today is no longer in Pathway. So this is the old Pathway system from strategic relationships, and it's called cross-cultural understanding. So just to give a bit of a background to this, because we do have a bit of time, the purpose of this speech project is for Vicky to identify her own cultural identities and stereotypes that impact others' perceptions of her. Now, I think this is really big shame that we've lost this one, because I think this was one of the best projects that they have. But Vicky is going to tackle it for us today. It'll be probably one of the final times we'll ever see this project, because it has now become defunct. Please welcome Vicky with Culture Within You, Vicky, and it's 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you, Vicky. And you may drive through now.
Thank you for the drive-through, Toastmaster of the Day at DTM, Alicia Curtis. Okay, so before I carry on, good afternoon to everyone here. It's been a long time since I've seen everyone. Let me ask you one question. Can you tell me, what does culture mean to you? When we talk about culture, what does it mean to you? Can you maybe perhaps type in the chat box? Let's have some responses so that we can share and see, what does culture mean to you?
Tradition.
Tradition. What else? Anybody else? Culture guidelines. Life, how's the life, countries. The way of life, unique. Various types of McDonald's. Yes, I do agree with Alicia. Various types of McDonald's according to the different countries. They have different varieties. The rule to limit. Okay, so culture actually refers to the code of manners, your language, definitely the country, religion, rituals, and many more. And most of us are actually stereotyped by culture because the over-believing of the ideas and beliefs that some of us, or images that we create in our mind. How many of us have actually gone, on an overseas trip? Okay, it could be not in Asia, in another country, maybe in America, in Europe. How do people, when you say, like I'm from Singapore, so when people naturally, even before I could say that I'm from Singapore, they assume that I might be from India. So that it's a cultural assumption. But why do they have such assumptions? Why do they need to just see someone and just put their value or what they think that it is to that person? Doesn't have someone have the right to actually share who they are and what they are? So today I would like to share what I have actually gone through over the past years that relates to this cultural belief. So for me, I have also, of course, been in being in a multiracial society in Singapore. We have 4 different languages and 4 different racial culture. Of course, there is many more that has migrated over the years. But for us, our main 4 cultures in Singapore is actually the 4 races. What I would say is Indian, Chinese, Malay, and the Eurasians. So for us, the Indians are being the minority race. So in a lot of stuff that we actually deal with, we have the least number of, I would say, privileges, especially in housing, in schools. The quota that we receive actually is very minority. And not just being an Indian, it's a bit of a difficulty, sometimes. Some people, especially when you're looking for a job, especially in a city where Chinese is the majority, people tend to ask you, do you speak Mandarin? Can you converse in Mandarin? Oh, sorry, I can't give you the job because you can't converse in Mandarin. And then these are the challenges that most of the Indians actually face. But of course, so what was the brave move that my mom did? Like about, I shall not tell you the number of years. Okay, when I was much younger, then you will know how old I am, right? So let's go back to when I was much younger. My mom faced all these kind of challenges. Like when she was trying to apply for a job, people kept asking, so how old are you? That's the first thing question. How old are you? Age was a big matter to people in the 80s. And then the next question is, do you know Mandarin? Oh, sorry, we only offer job to people who can speak Mandarin. Even in some cases, even if you know Mandarin, they don't give you the job. So there was a lot of discrimination and cultural barriers that people only prefer certain ways or certain things that they want to do. But a job that will create you to be a leader in the future, do we really need to see all this? So what my mom did was, she has actually placed me to study Mandarin. So that was the move that she actually made. So she made me study Mandarin in order to better the workforce that I am facing now. Because in a particular workforce, it is so important that even at this age, the language is so important. Because we are dealing a lot with clients or customers or vendors from China. We have a lot of association with China. So it is very important that one knows not just their own native language, but they also try to learn other language across the border. And how does this help them? It actually helps them in creating a better themselves. And of course, knowing about another person's culture actually helps you as well to know what's the do and the don'ts. So I do not know, miraculously, I actually learned Mandarin somehow without any much of a tuition or a help or anything. And I went through quite a battle, but I still overcome and managed to do it until pretty much my A-levels. So that was one milestone that I have in my life. And the first job that I got, the job was offered because I know Mandarin. Can you believe that? The manager actually told me, I'm offering you this job because I am impressed that you actually know Mandarin. And I decided to give you the job because I believe that you can do much better. So besides just about all these kind of culture, in a leadership itself, okay, being a good leader, first of all, you have to manage cross cultures as well. Not just pertaining to your life or your own stories or whatever the challenges that you face between barriers, but you have to understand that every one of us are different. We perform differently. We are of different species, but do not discriminate based on the gender, on the person's language, the person's, the country they are from, just because they may be from, okay, so some people define that Europe is or US is of a higher, authority or higher country. Don't just base on that to employ someone or even give someone a leadership role. Always remember that leadership comes within someone, and you should practice it throughout without even having any cultural difference and showing it to another. Do not treat people like how you don't want them to treat you as. So that's how I believe that cross-culture actually has grew me up, and that's how I understand. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Now, I want to ask you a question. Can you order from the drive-thru in Mandarin for us?
Oh my God.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Volunteered yourself. Please welcome Vicky. May I take your order? And what would you like from the drive-thru in Mandarin Chinese?
Okay, 我要一个汉堡包，多薯条，不要汽水。
Oh my God, you even sound Chinese. Wow. Okay, what did you order?
I ordered a hamburger with more fries, no soft drink.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You may drive through. All right. Thank you so much. Everyone's like, oh, she speaks Chinese as well. Yeah, I can. A little bit. I can understand it. All right, Lai, you're our lovely evaluator. May I take your order? May you come on the drive-through with us? I'm going to take the fast lane as you provide the evaluation for Vicky.
Thank you, Vicky, for sharing the cultural. You feel the difference on how you experience as who you are in Singapore. And like you, I was put in a different school. I also don't know how to read and write Chinese word at first. Also learn through some friends. Through that, Vicky, in your today's sharing, I like that you share about the challenge that not just how you face it, even the share of story from your mother's side. So you have a generation of the difference that you experience and your mother experience. From this point, even to put the word discrimination is always there. It's just that you elaborate what are you facing the challenge in Singapore. Number two, through the challenge, you find the things that your mother shared to you that you, Vicky, go study in Chinese school. I want you to have a more experience, more job opportunity. That's encouraging from your mother's side to who you are. And from that, you share out what you went through a little bit by bit. And the closing conclusion is, even we are stepping not as a leader, we must not discriminate people from their age, the gender, where they are from. Those are good messages for us to learn that people are all the same. You respect them, they will respect you back. Thank you, Vicky, for sharing. Now, let me share to you what can you be further improved in this cross-cultural understanding. I did it once. I shared almost the same speech as you. You can share about the challenge you face when you first study in Mandarin school. Those will be interesting story. When you get into work, the interview, the boss talk at you. A little conversation from this story. It makes it more interesting. Third one, as in your part of story, you share about the do's and don'ts in the cultural. You can share about what have you learned in other religions that you know about the do and don'ts, compare like you have in India community. Like for example, this is what I did for this project. Actually, I shared that for men, they cannot simply cut hair on any days for Indian men. I'm not sure is this still being shared, but that's what during my day. Even like I compare it to a Muslim female in Indian female as well. Cutting days, they have certain day. Muslim female, they need to go certain barber shop that have a special room for them. So I share the cultural difference. When cultural difference is being shared, we will know more about what is the difference there and your experience, past experience as when you go through study school, the challenge you face as well. Those are the points that can further add on to enhance the cross-cultural understanding. Share more on other part, and so does your part. So the difference is being visible. Back to you, Alicia Curtis.
Thank you very much, Lai. What do you want to order from the drive-thru, my dear sir?
A big whopper, 7 layers of meat.
Oh, okay. He wants Burger King. He doesn't want Macca's. Okay. And by the way, I kept everyone entertained in District 87 with the drive-thru yesterday. Thank you.
Yeah.
You may drive through. All right. Patsy will has put the times into the chat box. I'm now going to go to our grammarian, where is our grammarian? Oh, there she is, Helena. Did we go fast today? Fast enough that I was faster than fast?
Oh, you are the fastest of us
Hey.
all. Okay, for word of the day, fast. I think most of us forget, even I do forget it when I did the double topic session. From my count, there are Pat is using it once, maybe twice, but yeah, I only counted one. Patsy, no, but Pat and also Alicia use a lot of times. I can't count because so many times. Daphne use it 3 times. And yeah, that's it. For the grammarian session, okay, maybe not. Still in the grammarian session, for the group phrases that we have today, I believe we have a lot, but the one that I managed to somehow catch is most litigious place in the planet. I like that, the whole sentence. And the other one is, if we are not going to go for the star, we go for the sky. And breach of duty from McDonald's. And yeah, those sort of things. And also there are certain words that can be further improvised. So like there's a sentence, the first job that I got, I believe that a better sentence would be the first job that I have accepted. And there are also use of slang, a lot of things in the speech. Some that I managed to get is so many things already. I believe that that could be further restructured to there are so many things, blah, blah, blah. And okay, now we're going to the counter session. For the and surprisingly, I managed to catch Alicia twice on Yanika once, and also the other one, the other is redundancy using that. Diana used twice. Vicky one to and Lai is using to in his speech. I believe that's all. Most of us has very good grammar and the sentence structure. Keep it up, guys. Okay, over to you, Alicia.
All right, thank you so much. That concludes our meeting today. Well, the actual meeting itself. I hope you have had an enjoyable drive-through. I hope you're going to have McDonald's, pizza, Coke, burgers, fries, Hungry Jack's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, Domino's, KFC. Anything else that I've forgotten? Jollibees, Wendy's, all the other stuff, all the other crap, all the other fast food stuff. I had Domino's today so I could get into the spirit. Let's all get into the spirit of the drive-through, and I may hand over the virtual microphone or the drive-through headphone set to our wonderful president, and I will say to all of you, may I take your order? Let's all drive through. Thank you very much, Sister Pat.
Wow. Apple pie for me now. Thank you so much, Alicia, for bringing us on this fantastic journey. As a matter of fact, now I'm going to role play as a tourist from Blackpink. My name is Rose. I'm so happy to meet all of you here. And I'm now having a holiday in LA, Beverly Hills. And I just went through the drive-thru, and I want to give a big round of applause to our drive-thru captain server, Alicia Curtis. Let's give her a big round of applause. Woo-hoo! Yay. I hope all of you have a lot of food. Yes, if you're still hungry, please place your order later. I'll make sure it is paid as well. Great. Now I would also like to have some of our members to give us some feedback. I know today's session is kind of cool and fun as well. So Shan, I know you are pretty much excited and we haven't heard you yet. So Shan, my question, what is your order? You would like to order drive-through Taiwan or Taipei? What is your favorite order all the time?
In Taiwan, I took a driver with my family. I always use the McDonald's drive-through to buy some kind of hamburger or fry just for this. Thank you very much.
Good. Did you like today's meeting? What do you like most about?
Yes, I like it because it's some kind like a debate. I didn't follow very well, but I think it's very funny. Thank you.
It's like a debate, okay? Yeah. We can think about that in the future. I also want to spotlight, let me see, who else? Anybody? Okay, Ani, are you able to give us some feedback? If you are, yes. Good.
Yes. Yeah, thank you for having me in the meeting. It was, again, a very interesting meeting, as you said this time, because you have the team and everything was organized according to theme with the drive-through, with the ordering, and the table topic was done in a new way also. Yeah, I'm gonna try that in my clubs too. And congratulations to all. Yeah, I love being in this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's hear from Vicky. Long time no see, and we are so excited to have you back. And I know you zoom in later, but share with us what was your takeaway today?
Okay, so it was a bit at the last moment. Sorry, because I had a lot of meetings in between. Of course, the it's good to come back and then deliver speech. And I am actually now on the go of delivering a lot of speech. Sorry that I was very busy earlier because I had a lot of other responsibilities and things to take care of. And back in Singapore, actually, I got clubs to actually save. So I'm actually working on that as an area director. So that's why I'm quite busy with all those kind of stuff. But here, definitely every meeting is exciting. And some of the meetings I do see from the photos, you know, I can see that a lot of stuff that is happening and I couldn't be part of it. So I decided today, at least I try to come in to do my part for the club.
Thank you, Vicky. Vicky is now serving as the area director for District 80, Singapore. So we all know district director is never an easy job. That's why Patsy is nodding as well, because Patsy is also an area director in District 67. So one of the very important thing why we keep on innovating and also keep on being really creative, thanks to Alicia, is really to give us the space to try out different things, so that in the midst of organizing different meetings, we are also delivering different values to not just our members, but more so to ourselves. And it's so important to have fun in a meeting so that we can learn, as Dr. Rafsi Smedley has always shared, in a fun-loving and a supportive environment. Sorry, I just want to sound like an American, which is so hard for me, okay? I do speak like very, okay, Alicia was always trying to figure out my accent. She said, Pat, I have no idea where your accent is from. But I think the fact that we are trying our best to be the person that you would like to be is really an honor and also a fun thing to do. So to wrap it up, before we actually announce the, awards and all that, I thought it's timely for all of us to please unmute yourself and tell your biggest takeaway in a different accent. So you can choose if you want to speak like an Indian accent, also can, which is so hard. Do it in a different accent so that you get comfortable being uncomfortable and have fun at this power of drive-through. Okay? So across my screen is going to be very fast. I want to challenge Patsy. Tell us the accent you want to speak today and your biggest takeaway.
I don't think I count. I'm sorry, I can't. I think this is something like a British, right? Account, but I can't. I can't.
She can't. Okay, it's a British accent. Okay, think of the accent you want to speak. Daphne, I know you like to play with accent as well. So go ahead, Daphne, unmute yourself. Share with us. Yes.
I don't know how I sound like, but definitely I'm grateful that the president is inviting me to share something on today. And I love today's meeting because it is very interesting. And I hardly do drive-through when taking my food. But now I may want to consider it. Back to you.
Wow, okay. Good. Now, Eng we just saw you today, so pick an accent, 用不同的口音 and let us know how you feel about today's meeting. Hokkien pun esai.
Hokkien pun esai but I scare other people to know how I talk. Okay. Boleh. 袂歹勢好勢了。Yeah, today meeting is 好勢了 means very wonderful. Another thing I think is 阿好意 very funny, especially in the table topic because today I become the jury 評審員哦。They say wow, who is the good, who is the Jesse or who is not Jesse. So I very excited 啦，我觉得今天是很好玩，好勢了。
Okay, 好勢了。And it's the Chinese New Year, the 10th day. I thought today we did great. Okay, good. Because of time constraint, do stay back. We certainly want to hear your speaking of your feedback in different accent. But before that, we want to make sure we are on time as well. So I'll now hand the control over to Alif, who is going to let us know who the best table topic speaker is. And drum roll. Dong 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 qiang. Chinese New Year is the drum. Dong 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 qiang. Who is the best table topic speakers? Woohoo! all of you. Wow, Alicia, congratulations.
Yay! I sued for $1 billion and I
You
won.
made it. Oh my God. Bring us on the world tour, okay?
Okay.
What
All right,
accent
I'm
is
gonna
this, Alicia? Okay,
My
spotlight, Alicia.
accent is Malaysian.
Ah, yes.
Very
Malaysia.
foul.
Okay, are you ready for photos?
Yes.
Okay, one photo. Okay, 1, 2, have a big smile. Great. That's an awesome
Thank you.
one. Thank you.
Woohoo! And thank you to all our amazing role players. To do the honor, I want to thank Alif as well for preparing the beautiful, beautiful poster. Yes, thank you, Alicia, for being the TOD. And our speaker, Vicky, powerful message. Certainly, Gokfo as our evaluator. Daphne, table topics, master. Active listening evaluator, Deanna. And Zoom master, Alif. Timer, Patsy, well done on your timer. Using that is so precise. And of course, our grammarian, our grammarian just went for plastic surgeon. Alif,
okay,
our grammarian, is Herlina.
Yeah.
And myself as a table topics evaluator.
Yes. Do we have a Deanna? Is it Deanna here? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Deanna is not there. Okay, I want to see Deanna.
Okay, Alif, I need you to change that later on, okay? Take your time.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, I need to take a photo. I did not take that photo. I think that's just a spotlight, but at least please share the certificate.
I'm changing Helina's face.
Yeah, he's changing Helina's face. Alicia, now you sometimes appear as Helena, and Helena, sometimes your face would look like Alicia as well.
Oh, okay. Helena, we're twins now.
Great, great, great. Do stay back to all our guests. You have a great time if you can, but if you can't, it's certainly fine as well. Do come back next Monday because we're going to have a super, super amazing, amazing, amazing speaker. He was the past international director, and you certainly wouldn't want to miss him. Thank you, Alif. A very swift work as a leader. Great job. Let's take the photo one more time. Over to you, Patsy.
Sure. Okay, guys, ready? Let's embrace a happy Monday. 1, 2, oh yeah, 3. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome. With this, the meeting is adjourned. Oh, no. Yes. Before that, all our audience. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All our wonderful audience, please turn on your camera. We certainly want to take a photo with you. And we shall now remove all the spotlight. Thank you, Mitesh. Mitesh, I know you just tuned in. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lot of fun. If you did, send me a thumbs up. And do stay back, and Sean as well. Thank you so much. And to our other guests, Ani, thank you. Tanisa, I know you can't. And Thomas, yes, Thomas will be our member very shortly, yeah. Thomas, stay back if you can. We certainly want to hear your feedback. Okay, good. Let's take another photo, a very serious one. And of course, yeah, another one is a candid one. Okay, serious one. Okay, serious.
It's not going to be a serious one. I enjoy McDonald's. I think about the McDonald one. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. We love McDonald's. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, one more. One more is the candid one. Do whatever it takes. Reminds you the fast food. Okay, fast food sometimes is really fun because fast food is always fast. Okay, you don't have to wait, and then you get yourself full, and you can get to eat all the guilty food, okay, which I do sometimes, okay.
I think you have a French fries, okay? Yeah, okay, the candid
one.
Anything you like. 1, are you ready? 2, handsome. 3. Yeah, oh, great.
Yes, thank you. With this, thank you. The meeting is officially adjourned. Please stay back, and we certainly want to hear feedback from Thomas. Thomas, may I take your order?
Is the recording off?
Oh, yes. We can now stop the recording.